I stood in the parking lot of the tool rental place, sobbing behind a tree because I didn't want anybody to see. And it was those racking sobs that just went through my whole body. I was muddy and dirty. I had just spent the last 3 hours taking this 8-foot deli case, smashing the windows and sawing through the metal so that we could put it in a dumpster and get it out of there. Out of where? Well, it was a deli greenhouse I had bought 3 years earlier. Excited about starting a restaurant. I had a friend who was going to take the restaurant, and I had visions of the greenhouse being filled with plants and people driving by and coming in. And all of that had disappeared. I'd had 3 delis, restaurants try there. The first one failed because of the mortgage crisis. The second one ripped off thousands of dollars worth of restaurant equipment. And the third one just didn't know what they were doing. By that time, I could say, if you're not making $600 a day, you're not going to make it. So let's agree that you're going to close. That's the scenario. I completely failed. Do you know that when I went to the closing to sell that property after months of it being there, me just feeding money into it, I had to pay an additional $2,000. Now, this wasn't the first business that I had lost. The other business was a software business. And after trying for years and years, I just couldn't make ends meet. And I lost at least $1 million. Yeah. So I have experienced all the failure. And if your failure isn't as bad as mine, then you're in much better shape than I was. But one of the things that it taught me is that I have the experience. I know the gut-wrenching experience of failing in business. And with that, and with the knowledge and the mistakes that I made and the MBA that I have, that is what is a gift to you. And I'm here to answer your questions, to provide you with the feedback or the knowledge that I have from those experiences. So that's really the signature story that I have. My focus now is strategic or practical strategic planning. Very, very few people have a strategic plan. It's just, you get caught up in the day to day. One of the limiting beliefs about this is that how am I going to do this? There's the website, the social media, the writing, the courses, all that stuff, which is time consuming, and I still have to make a living. So I think one of the is prioritizing. I'm kind of past the belief that I can't do it, and I'm now into the belief of how do I prioritize to get it done. And it may be that I'm trying to do things other than the core value that I have. So that's what I offer. And I wish you all the best. And this has been a wonderful journey. Thank you. Marcy Venezia, Gleeworks Holistic Coaching.